today is camp days. We have a whole bunch of different camp reps making a circle here. As students make their way around, they get to have the opportunity to talk to different camp reps and find maybe opportunities to work, opportunities to volunteer with their time, and just to see how Christ is working in camp ministry. And so without a further ado, we're going to hop down into the main floor level, and we'll go grab some students, grab some staff, and we'll ask them some questions and see how that connection can be made between outdoor leadership, Prairie studies, and camp ministry. And so we'll hop down to the bottom. I'm here at Camp Days with Nancy. Nancy, you put this together, I assume. You were a big part of this. One of the questions we want to ask you today is, what is Camp Days and what can we find here?
Camp Days is a Prairie event, 2 days long, Thursday and Friday. Camp reps come from all over Alberta, Saskatchewan, BC. We have 13 camps here. They are putting up their mission booths in the atrium. They come and set up. Students are able to walk around, chat it up with the camp reps who come. And right now, actually, we're currently doing speed meeting. So each rep is getting to chat with every single student on campus.
I'm here with Bria. Bria is an Explore student currently enrolled at Prairie. And Bria, what can you tell us about the Explore program and like how being in the Explore program can actually set you up very well for working at a Bible camp?
Yeah, so through the Explore program, we do this really cool thing called practicums, where we actually have students come in and we plan out their weekend. And I think that's a very practical way to practice your camp skills. Specifically, it teaches you how to be very flexible because plans change last minute and you have to adapt your schedule, which is a huge thing in programming. Also, you get to learn how to be an actual facilitator and what that looks like.
Nathaniel, you were in the Explore program and you're continuing your studies here. What in your Prairie studies could make you a valuable employee if you were to work at one of these Bible camps?
First and foremost, I would say that would be leadership training. The camp that I worked at for these past couple years is heavily in need of strong leadership, especially like senior leadership. I stepped into a senior staff position this past summer because one of our staff had to leave halfway through the summer. But the training I got in Explore just trained me to be a really solid leader, and being able to do stuff like that is just a huge asset to anywhere you go, really. Not just limited to camp, but especially in camp ministry.
How do you think Prairie in general and just biblical studies could prove to be helpful for a camp setting, working in a camp setting?
Yeah. Well, the foundation of any ministry is your own personal faith and discipleship. And so a knowledge of God, experience with God, a life of faith with God. And at Prairie, the biblical theological training forms our mind, but also forms our heart and our orientation towards God. And so if you allow this process to really mature and develop you and bring your life and faith in God into a deeper reality, that just gives you the platform to minister and pour out to other people.
Okay, so we started in the Art Act, but now we're here in the Maxwell Building, and as you can see behind me, we have a whole bunch of camp reps and camp booths here for the students to come and have a little bit of a more intimate, slow-paced conversation with the directors. What are some opportunities you could provide to students? Say a Prairie student wants to volunteer at the camp. What are some opportunities that your camp can give them?
Yeah, so we have paid positions and volunteer positions. So if you wanna work in the kitchen, if you want to do media, if you want to be a counselor, we have all kinds of positions available and varied positions, especially in the art camp as well. So if you're like, I'm really passionate about teaching photography or teaching an aspect of the arts of theater or something like that. Like we want to see people working in their passions, and we're definitely looking for someone with a heart for discipleship and just like that heart for relationship and meeting kids where they're at and just growing together in Christ.
So for people that maybe aren't super familiar with Bible camps, what is your guys' mission at Covenant Bay?
Our goal is to create a space where people can grow in discipleship, fellowship, and a place to worship while growing in a relationship with Jesus Christ. That's kind of our mission statement.
So the fun continues here at Camp Days. Students are going to continue spending the day learning more about camps and learning more about different opportunities at camps. And I hope that you guys learned a lot as we took this video and got to interview different students, different directors, and learned a lot about the different camps that came here to Camp Days. And we look forward to seeing you guys possibly next year at the next Camp Days event, where we'll have even more opportunity, more camps, and more fun. Thanks for watching, guys.